If your takeaway, transition and impact all feel disconnected, this fixes all three. This simple broom drill gives you instant structure in the backswing, pressure in transition and real compression at impact. Do this once and your swing will finally make sense. The most influential training aid on the market at under £10 is the garden broom. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how influential this garden broom will be on your golf. It is going to show you your angle of attack, your club path, your face angle, and give you a better strike. When you take the garden broom in your hand, yes, it's a garden broom, it gives you the opportunity to see where the club face is pointing. Shift the handle forwards, you see how much it impacts the face alignment. Because of the length of the garden broom, immediately you start to feel the opportunity that the forearm rotation in your backswing, downswing, and your through swing really plays a role in squaring this club face up. When you stand to the garden broom and you lift the broom off the floor, you immediately feel the energy up through the grip. The energy up through the grip now gets your posture in a place where that club shaft sits at 90 to your spine. The same for driver, 9-iron, 5-iron, come what may. The posture is crucial to giving you the pressure on the grip that lifts the head up, that now gets the head outside the hands. Move that grip away from you at your peril because it's going to fan the face open. Look at where the face now points. Move the grip back underneath you, it faces down to the ball line. As the club head starts to swing over the top of the grip, you now start to feel the right shoulder load and the shaft lay down. Now we've got a broom head moving back behind us, you can understand why I need to pull the grip forwards. Because if the club head is moving back behind and I move the grip down and inside, look at the problem I am going to have. I'm going to have a path line so far from the inside with a face that's so viciously open, it's not going to end well. So as we start to change the balancing act of the grip and the club head, as I move that grip up to the top and I feel how the broom head swings back behind me, now I can move that grip forwards. With the club swinging back behind the grip, the pressure in the grip starts to go up and it loads the right shoulder. That broom weight that's pushing itself into the grip is the energy that I'm going to use down through strike, that lines the broom back up. This grip pressure is crucial because we have such a huge difference between the head weight and the grip weight. Name me another sport where we have such a differential. Cricket, the same weight as the bat end as the grip end. Tennis, the same weight. There isn't a sport where we have the bigger difference between grip and head weight. So therefore, the grip can move at an alarming rate in a different direction to the weight of the head. And that's where forearm rotations get compromised. That's where wrist angles get compromised. Because ultimately what's happening, the broom head is kicking the head back, which is causing you to lift the handle up and push it out to the right. Because that's what you see as the way into an inside-out path, which is absolute garbage. And you end up tucking your arm and bowing your wrist. Because if you didn't tuck your arm and bow your wrist, you wouldn't be able to get the face lined up straight. So using this garden broom, all of a sudden down at setup, it makes you appreciate how important that lead hand is. The pressure on that grip. Look at the kink in my lead hand that's giving me the force down on the grip to lift the broom head up. That I now feel because of the differential in the grip and head weight. As I move that grip back inside, this club head sitting up now gives me the opportunity to swing that broom head over the top of the handle. At under £10, this broom is going to be the lifesaver to your golf that you've always wished for. And there isn't another YouTube channel in the world that has covered the broom in this way. It is the first here. I did it 2 years ago. You didn't realize how influential this broom is. So when we now start to talk about how that head weight swings over the top of the grip and starts to load the right shoulder, the track of that grip and the swing moment of the broom head is swinging from the side of the golf ball as the grip is moving back towards me, which now lines it all back up. Now, at the point that the grip is moving down, the club head is staying more up. And there is your angle of attack. Not driving the grip forwards and tucking your elbow. Yes, you might have more angle of attack. Yes, you might have more inside out, but look how bad your club face is, people. The face is pointing so far right of the target that if you did not bow your left wrist, you would not have a club face alignment that's going to hit it anywhere near the target. And remember, all you need to do is have some form of face close to the path to make the ball bend back, even if you have a path inside out 10, 12, 15 degrees. So when you start to get this load of the shoulders, because the pad of the heel of the left hand is in place, to get the broom head to swing over the top of your grip, as you now start to pull on the grip on the way down, because of the broom head is being offset. The broom head moves back, therefore the grip must move forwards. As the grip moves forwards, all of a sudden you've now got more weight in this lead hand that you're going to use in the press up that I talk about in this video up here, that's going to put that path line back straight with a face orientated straight and an angle of attack that's going to make those crisp iron shots. I now get my 7-iron back out and I do exactly the same thing. I put the pressure down, I make the club head swing over and I move it forwards. And now I can put the force back down on the grip that gives me that opportunity to hit down, line the path up, line the face up, and hit it down the fairway. If you don't have weight, you cannot have feel. Weight is feel. It's that simple, folks. So all of the time you're making your golf clubs lighter, the easier you're making it to manipulate the club back into strike. If this was a piece of bamboo, I could make all sorts of moves up here and still hit it straight. But the reality is, hitting it straight with that kind of golf swing becomes much, much harder the heavier the golf club is. So when we start to recognize that weight is our friend and not our enemy, we will start to be more sympathetic with the head weight in motion. Now, the longer the golf club, driver, the more the implication of the grip has over the face orientation. A short golf club, the more the grip moves around, because the loft is more, the spin has less impact on the bend in the sky, you get away with it more. Then when you come to the longer golf club and you make the same move, that's where you start to see the difference in ball flight. That's why when I give people golf lessons on Skillist in person, I rarely give a driver lesson, because by the time the golf swing is fixed, they're telling me they're hitting more fairways than they've ever done before. Because when you start to feel the weight in their head that lines the face up from the get-go, that starts to change the direction that you pull the grip in, that lays the shaft down, all of a sudden down through strike, you're hitting the golf ball more crisp, straighter shots than you've ever done before. Angles of attack down, club paths from the inside, and more negative face to path. If you want to hit less draw, all you simply need to do is start to feel that swing moment down at the bottom of the ball here. The palm of my hand sits more to the floor. The palm of my hand sits down more to the floor, which will add the loft in. The minute the grip lifts up and bows the left hand down, look what happens to the face. It points more left. So when I strike the golf ball and I see too much draw, all I know I've got to do is start to put more force down and more cup and crease in my lead wrist. That will then start to make my face to path keep reducing. If I don't see it reduce enough, I keep going. I keep putting the crease in even more. More crease, more swing. And all of a sudden I end up with a ball that has fade. But I've just managed the kink in my lead wrist as it unloads. It's that simple, folks. But when we're talking about small values, couple of degrees closed, couple of degrees open, your golf ball is traveling within such a tight window. So whether you're trying to hit baby fades down towards your target, which allow you to feel like you can feather one into the flag, or whether you're trying to aim down the right and you're trying to feather one into the flag from a draw position, all of a sudden it becomes much, much easier because you're dealing with much smaller values. This broom will change everything. In 2026, you can be the golfer of your dreams if you grip it well, you buy yourself a garden broom, you get some wedges, a Swiss ball, a TheraBand, all for under £100, and you will be a golfer that will beat all your pals. Are you tired of paying too much for your premium leather golf gloves? Head over to gxgolfgloves.com. These are gloves tried and trusted by elite amateurs and tour players alike. Enter my code GOODCOACHING to receive 10% off your next order. Go try them out, you won't be disappointed. Lower your handicap, and most of all, you'll have the biggest smile on your face because you did it all. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you a great 2026 for your golf, and that, my friends, is good coaching.